This is Mylan Murphy with Dorm Rumor. Actually getting ready to go on a little tour of the men's hockey team here. So just gonna give you guys a little sneak peek what they do behind the scenes.
Hey, I'm Brian Nugent of the Northern Michigan University men's hockey team, and I'm going to give you a tour of our locker room. First thing about our team that you might notice in the locker room is that there's a lot of tradition and a lot of pride in our program. So first thing you see when you walk through the door of our locker room is the national championship tribute here to the team that won in 1991. It was obviously a great team, and our head coach was the assistant coach at the time. Many of the players have gone on to great professional careers and played the NHL. So this is kind of a tribute to those guys in that team, and also sort of an inspiration to us as we come in to start the day. As we carry on here towards the locker room, we get down to some awards. You'll see here the past captains and all rookie team, rookie of the year, special awards, most valuable players that Northern Michigan University men's hockey players have won in the past. And we come here to the All-American wall, and this is a tribute to all the players in the program that have been an All-American. Obviously, Eric Gustafson, our captain, was an All-American in his sophomore year. It's a great accomplishment for anyone. It's a tall honor for sure. And here is where we hit the ice when we're ready for practices and games. So, it's pretty cool. We can come straight out of our dressing room and open up the door and head straight onto the ice for games, and it's definitely a great entrance for our team coming out of the room. Down this wall is pictures of most of the NHL players who played here at Northern. There's a few that still have to be added to this wall, but we've got some great players. Brad Warenka, Dallas Drake, we're both on the national championship team. And as I said, there's definitely a couple more guys that are in the NHL right now that will be added to this wall, I'm sure. On this other wall is just a picture of a team picture from every year of the program. It's there's great history here at Northern Michigan University with the hockey program, and so they like to show the picture of all the teams and past players that have played here. So that's definitely cool to kind of get a sense of the tradition and the history of the program.
All right, so Brian, you mentioned earlier the tradition with playing here. Now, earlier this season, you got the chance to play against the #1 team in the nation of Miami of Ohio. What was that experience like?
It was a great experience for me and our team, definitely to face such a great team so early in our season. With them being ranked the #1 team in the country, it was kind of a good measuring stick for our team, and obviously, they're such a talented team and a contender for sure for a national title this year. So, it was great. Obviously, we lost both games against them, unfortunately, but they were just 1-goal games, and I think our team really competed well. And I'm sure they've improved since then, but I think our team has improved a lot since then as well. So, it was a good measuring stick for us, and hopefully we'll get to play them again sometime.
Right. Now, also, with your league that you're in, there's a lot of elite teams in there, so I'm assuming you guys are obviously playing the best out of everybody, game in and game out. So what is it like to play in such a elite league, for people that really don't know much about hockey? Just the fact that you're basically in one of the top leagues, that you can get in, Division I, et cetera.
Yeah, we play in the CCHA, which is the Central Collegiate Hockey Association, and it's an extremely competitive league. For as far as Division I men's ice hockey goes in the NCAA, it's right up there with the most competitive of the leagues. We play against Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Ferris State, Miami. We play against a lot of big schools, and then a lot of other schools too that maybe aren't as high profile, but have great hockey teams. And there was very little point separation all the way through the standings this year in our league. So every game was competitive, and every point counted for sure. And we were fortunate enough to finish fourth out of a 12-team league this year. And there was very few points separating us from even finishing higher, but also finishing much lower. So it's great hockey, it's competitive hockey, and it's always a battle.
Exactly. Okay. Now, what I would like to see, because like I was talking with you earlier, hockey isn't that. I mean, I don't want to say it's not that big of a sport, but a lot of people aren't familiar with hockey just as far as equipment goes, as far as the actual game goes. What would you say is unique about the game of hockey in general?
Yeah, I think hockey is a unique sport for sure because, I think most people in America would, be more familiar with basketball and football and baseball, which are more, traditional American sports. They're all great sports. And I think what is different about hockey, obviously, is that, it's not played on feet in a field. It's played on ice, and, players wear skates. We don't use a ball either. Obviously, we use a rubber puck, and instead of handling the puck with our hands like you would a basketball or a football, we use a stick to control the puck. So I think that's another interesting aspect of the game that takes a lot of skill to be able to skate as opposed to walk or run, and also to handle a small object with a stick. I think is a pretty unique set of skills that make hockey an interesting game.
Okay. And for everybody that's watching the video and reading about Brian, we're actually going to give you a little insight on all of his equipment. He's going to take us through his stick, everything. So I'm going to let him explain all this to you. So we'll be right back with you in a second.